Imagine waking up every day feeling unstoppable, brimming with confidence, and ready to conquer any challenge that comes your way. This isn't just a dream, it's the reality for those who have mastered the powerful mindset of success. In this audiobook, you'll uncover the secrets to transforming your own life and achieving your greatest goals. Are you ready to unlock your full potential? Success isn't just about what you do. It's about how you think. Your mind is like a garden, and the thoughts you plant will determine the harvest you reap. Are you cultivating thoughts of doubt and fear, or are you nurturing beliefs that propel you towards your dreams? Throughout this journey, you'll learn how to rewire your brain for success. You'll discover why waiting for the perfect moment is keeping you from reaching your goals, and how to take imperfect action today. Remember, the path to success isn't always smooth, but with the right mindset, every obstacle becomes an opportunity for growth. Chapter 1. Rewiring your brain for success. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract success, while others struggle? The secret lies not in luck or innate talent, but in the incredible power of your brain to change and adapt. This remarkable ability, known as neuroplasticity, is like having a personal sculptor for your mind, constantly reshaping your thoughts and behaviors. Imagine your brain as a vast network of roads. Every time you think a thought or perform an action, you're traveling down one of these roads. The more you use a particular route, the wider and smoother it becomes, making it easier to travel that path in the future. This is how habits form, both good and bad. But here's the exciting part. You have the power to create new roads and even change the landscape of your mind entirely. So, how can you harness this incredible ability to rewire your brain for success? It starts with changing your perspective. The next time you face a challenge, try viewing it as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback. By consciously choosing positive thoughts, you're laying down new neural pathways that will make optimism your default setting. Remember, your brain believes what you tell it. If you constantly feed it negative thoughts, it will accept those as truth. But what if you started telling yourself a different story? What if, instead of dwelling on your shortcomings, you focused on your strengths and potential? This shift in thinking can have a profound impact on your mental well-being and spiritual growth. Another powerful technique for reprogramming your mind is the practice of visualization. Close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself achieving your goals. Feel the emotions, hear the sounds, see the details. Your brain doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences, so this exercise can actually create new neural connections associated with success. It's important to understand that rewiring your brain isn't an overnight process. It requires consistent effort and patience. Think of it as going to the gym for your mind. Just as you wouldn't expect to see physical results after one workout, you shouldn't expect instant mental transformation. But with regular practice, you'll start to notice positive changes in your thought patterns and behaviors. One often overlooked aspect of brain rewiring is the power of gratitude. Taking time each day to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small, can shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. This simple practice can significantly boost your overall happiness and attract more positive experiences into your life. Now, you might be wondering how all of this relates to financial success. The connection is more direct than you might think. Your beliefs about money and success have a profound impact on your financial reality. If you believe that wealth is scarce or that you're not deserving of abundance, you're likely to make decisions that reflect those beliefs. But by consciously rewiring your thoughts about money, you can open yourself up to new opportunities and financial growth. Remember, success isn't just about reaching a specific goal. It's about becoming the kind of person who achieves those goals. By rewiring your brain, you're not just changing your thoughts. You're transforming your entire identity. You're becoming someone who naturally attracts success in all areas of life. So, are you ready to take control of your mind and design the life you've always dreamed of? The power is in your hands, or rather, in your brain. Start today by choosing one negative thought pattern to challenge and replace with a positive one. With time and practice, you'll find yourself naturally thinking and acting like the successful person you were always meant to be. Chapter 2. The Urgency of Now. Why procrastination is the enemy of success. Now that you understand the power of rewiring your brain for success, let's talk about something that's silently sabotaging your dreams. Procrastination. You might think it's harmless to put off your goals until tomorrow. But what if I told you that tomorrow is the most dangerous word in your vocabulary when it comes to achieving success? Imagine your dreams and aspirations as delicate seedlings. Each day you postpone nurturing them, they wither a little more. The truth is, there's never going to be a perfect time to start working towards your goals. Life will always throw challenges your way, and waiting for ideal conditions is like waiting for a train that never arrives. You need to understand that every moment you spend procrastinating is a moment lost forever. It's not just about losing time. It's about missing opportunities that could have changed the course of your life. Think about it. How many times have you said, "I'll start my business next year," or "I'll begin saving money next month"? Each time you make these promises to yourself and don't follow through, you're reinforcing a pattern of inaction. But here's the good news. You have the power to break this cycle right now. The first step is recognizing that procrastination isn't just a bad habit. It's a mindset that keeps you trapped in mediocrity. It's time to shift your perspective and see every day as an opportunity to move closer to your goals. Remember that success isn't achieved through grand gestures, but through small, consistent actions. You don't need to completely overhaul your life overnight. Start by dedicating just 15 minutes a day to working towards your goals. This might seem insignificant, but over time, these small efforts compound into remarkable results. It's important to identify what's really holding you back. Are you afraid of failure? Or perhaps success itself scares you? Understanding the root cause of your procrastination is crucial in overcoming it. Once you've identified your obstacles, you can develop strategies to overcome them. One effective technique is to break your goals down into smaller, manageable tasks. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the big picture, focus on what you can accomplish today. Each small victory will build your confidence and momentum. Another powerful strategy is to eliminate distractions. In today's world, it's easy to get sidetracked by social media, emails, or endless notifications. Create an environment that supports your focus. This might mean turning off your phone, finding a quiet workspace, or using productivity apps to stay on track. You also need to surround yourself with people who inspire and motivate you. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your habits and mindset. If you are constantly around people who procrastinate or lack ambition, it's going to be much harder for you to stay motivated. Remember, taking action, even imperfect action, is always better than perfect inaction. Don't let the fear of making mistakes paralyze you. Every successful person has faced setbacks and failures, but they didn't let these stop them. They used these experiences as stepping stones to growth and improvement. The universe rewards those who take initiative. When you start taking consistent action towards your goals, you'll be amazed at how opportunities seem to appear out of nowhere. It's as if the world conspires to help those who help themselves. So ask yourself, What small step can you take right now, at this very moment, to move closer to your dreams? It doesn't matter how insignificant it might seem. What matters is that you're breaking the cycle of procrastination and setting the wheels of success in motion. Remember, the time to act is now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Every moment you spend procrastinating is a moment you're choosing to stay where you are instead of moving towards where you want to be. The choice is yours. Will you continue to put off your dreams, or will you take that first step towards the success you deserve? Chapter 3. The Action-Knowledge Balance. Now that you understand the importance of taking action, let's explore a common pitfall that holds many people back from true success. Have you ever met someone who seems to know everything about success, yet their own life doesn't reflect that knowledge? It's a puzzling contradiction, isn't it? Imagine a gardener who spends all their time reading about plants, studying soil compositions, and memorizing watering schedules, but never actually plants a single seed. All that knowledge, while valuable, remains dormant without application. This is the trap many fall into on their journey to success, the endless pursuit of knowledge without taking action. You might be wondering, but isn't learning important for success? Absolutely. Learning is crucial, but it's only half of the equation. The other half, often overlooked, is implementation. It's like having all the ingredients for a delicious meal, but never turning on the stove. The magic happens when you combine knowledge with action. Think about the last self-help book you read or motivational video you watched. Did you feel inspired? Probably. But did you actually change anything in your life as a result? This is where many people stumble. They consume information voraciously, but fail to digest it through real-world application. Remember, success isn't measured by how many books you've read or seminars you've attended. It's measured by the tangible results you create in your life and the lives of others. The most successful people in the world aren't necessarily those with the most knowledge, but those who consistently apply what they know. So, how can you break free from this cycle of endless learning without action? Start by shifting your focus from consumption to creation. For every piece of advice you encounter, ask yourself, how can I apply this in my life today? This simple question can bridge the gap between knowledge and action. Consider setting a personal rule. For every book you read or course you take, commit to implementing at least one key idea. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, imperfect action beats perfect inaction every time. By doing this, you're not just accumulating information, you're gathering real-world experience, which is far more valuable. You might be surprised to learn that many successful people attribute their achievements not to what they knew, but to what they did. They didn't wait until they had all the answers. Instead, they took action, learned from their mistakes, and adjusted their course along the way. Think of knowledge as the fuel and action as the vehicle. You need both to reach your destination. No matter how much fuel you have, if your vehicle isn't moving, you're not going anywhere. Similarly, all the knowledge in the world won't lead to success unless you're willing to take that first step and then keep moving forward. It's important to cultivate a bias towards action. When you find yourself hesitating, ask, what's the smallest step I can take right now? Often, starting small can lead to significant momentum. As you act on what you learn, you'll discover that experience becomes your greatest teacher. Remember, the world doesn't reward those who know the most, but those who do the most with what they know. Your success story is waiting to be written, not through more learning, but through decisive action. So, what will you do today to turn your knowledge into real-world results? Chapter 4. Curating your circle. The influence of others on your success. As you take those first steps on your journey to success, you might notice something interesting. The path you're walking isn't as solitary as you thought. Look around, and you'll see that you're surrounded by others on their own journeys. Some are further along, some are just starting out, and some seem to be standing still. Have you ever wondered how the people around you are influencing your own progress? Imagine your life as a garden. You're the head gardener, responsible for planting and nurturing the seeds of your dreams. But just like a real garden, your success doesn't grow in isolation. The people around you are like the soil, the sun, and the rain. They can either nourish your growth or hinder it. Think about the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they supportive of your goals? Do they inspire you to reach higher? Or do they subtly pull you back down to their level? It's a tough question to ask yourself, but it's crucial for your success. You see, success isn't just about what you do. It's also about who you surround yourself with. The people in your inner circle have a profound impact on your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Their influence can be so subtle that you might not even notice it, but over time, it shapes your reality. Now you might be thinking, but I can't just cut people out of my life. And you're right. It's not about abandoning relationships, but about being intentional with your time and energy. It's about curating your circle to include more people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out individuals who have achieved what you aspire to. Their presence in your life can provide valuable insights and serve as a living blueprint for success. When you're around people who are constantly pushing themselves to grow, it becomes natural for you to do the same. But here's the catch. It's not enough to simply be in the presence of successful people. You need to actively seek their advice, and more importantly, act on it. Remember, knowledge without action is like a car without fuel. It won't take you anywhere. When you receive advice from someone who's walked the path you're on, treat it like gold. They've already made the mistakes you're about to make, and their wisdom can save you years of trial and error. But be discerning about whose advice you take. Not all advice is created equal, and what worked for someone else might not work for you. Now, let's talk about one of the most crucial relationships in your journey to success, your life partner. The person you choose to share your life with can either be your biggest cheerleader or your heaviest anchor. A supportive partner doesn't just tolerate your ambitions, they actively encourage them, even when the going gets tough. Imagine working towards your dreams, knowing that you have someone in your corner who believes in you unconditionally, someone who pushes you to keep going when you feel like giving up. That kind of support is priceless. On the flip side, a partner who constantly questions your goals or makes you feel guilty for pursuing them can slowly erode your confidence and determination. It's like trying to sail against the wind. Possible, but exhausting. Remember, you're the captain of your ship. While the opinions of others matter, ultimately, you need to trust your own judgment. Don't let the doubts or fears of others overshadow your vision for your life. As you continue on your path to success, be mindful of the company you keep. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow, who support your dreams, and who inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Your success is not just about what you do, but also about who you become in the process. And who you become is greatly influenced by those you choose to have around you. Chapter 5. Embracing Failure. The Stepping Stones to Success. As you navigate the winding path of success, you'll inevitably encounter obstacles that might seem insurmountable. But what if I told you that these very roadblocks could be the key to unlocking your greatest potential? It's time to shift your perspective on failure and see it for what it truly is, a powerful teacher on your journey to success. Imagine for a moment that you're learning to ride a bicycle. You wobble, you fall, you scrape your knees. But with each tumble, you're gaining valuable experience. You're learning how to balance, how to steer, how to pick yourself up and try again. Success in life works much the same way. Each setback is a lesson each failure a stepping stone to greater achievement. You might be thinking, but failure feels terrible. How can it possibly be good for me? It's true that failure can sting, but it's how you respond to that sting that truly matters. When you embrace failure as a natural part of the growth process, you transform it from a roadblock into a launching pad for future success. Consider this. Every successful person you admire has faced failure at some point. The difference is, they didn't let it define them. Instead, they used it as fuel to propel them forward. They understood that persistence is the secret ingredient in the recipe for success. It's not about never falling. It's about how quickly you get back up. So how can you cultivate this resilience? Start by reframing your failures. Instead of seeing them as evidence of your shortcomings, view them as valuable data points. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this information to improve? This shift in perspective can transform a moment of disappointment into an opportunity for growth. Remember, success is rarely a straight line. It's more like a winding river with twists and turns, rapids and calm stretches. Each bend in the river is a chance to adjust your course, to learn something new about yourself and your goals. Embrace these moments of uncertainty and challenge. They're the times when you grow the most. Developing a strategy for bouncing back from setbacks is crucial. When you face a failure, take a moment to acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to feel disappointed or frustrated, but don't dwell there. Instead, focus on what you can control. Break down your goal into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate the small victories along the way. Each little win builds momentum and confidence. It's also important to surround yourself with supportive people who believe in your vision. Share your struggles and your triumphs with them. Their encouragement can be a powerful motivator when you're facing challenges. Remember, even the most successful individuals have a support system they lean on during tough times. As you continue on your journey, keep in mind that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Each time you fall short of your goal, you're actually one step closer to achieving it. You're gaining valuable experience, refining your approach, and building the resilience you need to ultimately succeed. So the next time you face a setback, take a deep breath and remind yourself that this is just another opportunity for growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient? By embracing failure as a teacher, you're not just moving towards success. You're redefining what success means to you. Remember, the universe doesn't reward perfection. It rewards persistence, growth, and the courage to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. Your failures don't define you. How you respond to them does. So pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and take that next step. Your success story is waiting to be written, and every setback is just another chapter in your journey of growth and achievement. Chapter 6. Navigating an Unfair World. Focus and action. As you embark on your journey to success, you might notice that the path isn't always clear or fair. Have you ever felt like the world is conspiring against you, placing obstacles in your way at every turn? It's time to face a hard truth. The world isn't fair, and it never will be. But here's the exciting part. Your success doesn't depend on the world being fair. Imagine you're playing a game where the rules keep changing, and some players seem to have an unfair advantage. It's frustrating, right? But what if I told you that understanding this game is the first step to winning it? The reality is, life isn't a level playing field, and expecting it to be will only hold you back. You might be wondering, if the world isn't fair, how can I possibly succeed? The answer lies in a powerful shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on the unfairness around you, turn your attention inward. You hold the key to your own success. regardless of external circumstances. Remember, every choice you make, every word you speak, and every action you take is within your control. This personal responsibility is your superpower. When you take ownership of your life, you reclaim control from the unfair world around you. It's like steering a ship through stormy seas. You can't control the weather, but you can absolutely control how you navigate through it. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how do I actually do this? Let's break it down into actionable steps. First, accept that the world is unfair. This isn't about being pessimistic. It's about being realistic. Once you acknowledge this truth, you can stop wasting energy fighting against it and start using that energy to propel yourself forward. Next, focus on what you can control. Instead of complaining about unfair circumstances, ask yourself, what can I do right now to improve my situation? This shift from a passive to an active mindset is crucial. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, you can see all the possibilities around you. Develop resilience. Think of it as building emotional muscles, just as physical exercise strengthens your body. Facing and overcoming challenges strengthens your mind. Each obstacle you encounter is an opportunity to grow stronger and more capable. Cultivate a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This belief is a powerful tool in an unfair world. It allows you to see setbacks not as failures, but as learning experiences. Remember, success isn't about waiting for the perfect conditions. It's about taking imperfect action in imperfect circumstances. Start small if you need to, but start. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Value your own opinion above others. In an unfair world, there will always be naysayers and doubters. Don't let their limitations become your own. Trust in your vision and your abilities. Seek out discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. By deliberately putting yourself in challenging situations, you're building the skills and confidence needed to navigate an unfair world. Finally, focus on excellence in everything you do. In a world where not everything is within your control, the quality of your work and your attitude are things you can always control. Strive for excellence, and you'll stand out regardless of external circumstances. Remember, navigating an unfair world isn't about changing the world. It's about changing yourself. By taking responsibility for your life, focusing on what you can control, and taking consistent action, you can achieve success even in the face of unfairness. The world may not be fair, but with the right mindset and approach, you can still write your own success story. Chapter 7. The Power of Self-Reliance. Becoming your own hero. As you navigate the challenges of an unfair world, have you ever wondered who holds the key to your success? The truth is, that key isn't in someone else's hands. It's in yours. Let's explore the power of self-reliance and how becoming your own hero can transform your journey to success. Imagine you're on a quest, much like the heroes in ancient tales. In those stories, the hero often seeks out wise mentors or magical artifacts to aid them on their journey. But in the real world, the most powerful tool you have is yourself. Self-reliance is like a compass that always points true north, guiding you through the storms of life and the fog of uncertainty. But what does it really mean to be self-reliant? It's about taking ownership of your actions, decisions, and results. It's recognizing that while support from others can be valuable, the ultimate responsibility for your success lies with you. Think about it. How often have you waited for someone else to solve your problems or make your dreams come true? This expectation of external saviors can be a silent dream killer, keeping you stuck in a state of inaction. To truly harness the power of self-reliance, You need to build a strong foundation of self-confidence. This isn't about arrogance or thinking you're better than others. It's about knowing who you are at your core, understanding your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and being clear about your values and beliefs. This self-awareness is like rich soil from which your success can grow. Remember, you can't count on others to achieve your goals for you. Your best friend can't take that important class for you. Your partner can't lose those extra pounds on your behalf. These are things only you can do. By embracing this truth, you unlock a tremendous source of power within yourself. But how do you build this self-confidence and self-reliance? Start by setting small, achievable goals and following through on them. Each time you keep a promise to yourself, you're laying another brick in the foundation of your self-trust. It's like working out a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Another crucial aspect of self-reliance is learning to trust your own judgment. In a world full of noise and conflicting advice, it's easy to become overwhelmed and doubt yourself. But remember, you are the expert on your own life. While it's wise to seek advice and learn from others, ultimately, you need to trust your own instincts and make decisions that align with your values and goals. It's also important to embrace failure as part of your journey. Self-reliant individuals don't see failure as a dead end, but as a detour, a chance to learn, grow, and adjust their course. They understand that setbacks are temporary and don't define their worth or potential for success. As you cultivate self-reliance, you'll find that you become more resilient in the face of challenges. Instead of being knocked down by obstacles, you'll see them as opportunities to prove your strength and adaptability. This resilience is like a shield, protecting you from the discouragement and doubt that can derail your progress. Remember, becoming your own hero doesn't mean you have to go it alone all the time. It's about finding the right balance between self-reliance and seeking support when you truly need it. The key is to approach relationships and opportunities from a place of strength and self-assurance, rather than dependency. By embracing self-reliance, you're not just working towards success. You're transforming yourself into someone capable of achieving and maintaining that success. You're becoming the hero of your own story, equipped with the confidence, resilience, and determination to overcome any challenge that comes your way. Chapter 8. Setting the bar high. Embracing discomfort for growth. Now that you've embraced self-reliance and become your own hero, it's time to take your journey to the next level. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to soar to great heights while others remain stuck in mediocrity? The secret lies in setting the bar high and embracing discomfort for growth. Imagine you're an athlete training for the Olympics. Would you be content with just showing up to practice occasionally? Or would you push yourself to the limit every single day? Success demands more than just average effort. It requires a commitment to excellence that often feels uncomfortable. Setting high standards for yourself isn't about perfectionism. It's about constantly striving to be better than you were yesterday. It's easy to settle for good enough, but remember that settling for mediocrity is a surefire way to stay exactly where you are. The world doesn't reward average. It rewards those who dare to reach for the extraordinary. So how do you set and achieve high personal standards? Start by clearly defining what excellence means to you in different areas of your life. Be specific and ambitious. Instead of saying, "I want to be healthier," set a goal like, "I will exercise for 30 minutes every day and prepare nutritious meals 5 times a week." These concrete goals give you something tangible to work towards. Once you've set your standards, it's crucial to hold yourself accountable. Treat the promises you make to yourself with the same importance as promises you make to others. Create a system to track your progress and regularly review your goals. Remember, consistency is key. Success isn't about making huge leaps occasionally. It's about taking small steps forward every single day. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: discomfort. Growth and comfort rarely coexist. Think about it. When was the last time you achieved something significant while staying completely within your comfort zone? Probably never. Embracing discomfort is like strength training for your mind and spirit. Each time you push through a challenging situation, you become stronger and more resilient. But how do you learn to embrace discomfort? Start small. Choose one area of your life where you want to grow and intentionally put yourself in slightly uncomfortable situations. Maybe it's speaking up in meetings if you're usually quiet, or trying a new workout if you've been stuck in an exercise rut. As you face these challenges, remind yourself that the discomfort is temporary, but the growth is permanent. It's important to understand that embracing discomfort doesn't mean being reckless or pushing yourself to the point of burnout. It's about finding that sweet spot just outside your comfort zone where growth happens. Listen to your body and mind and learn to distinguish between productive discomfort and harmful stress. As you set higher standards and embrace discomfort, you might encounter resistance, both from within yourself and from others. Remember, not everyone will understand or support your journey. That's okay. Your commitment to growth isn't about pleasing others. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Setting the bar high and embracing discomfort for growth isn't always easy, but it's incredibly rewarding. Each time you overcome a challenge or reach a new milestone, you're not just achieving a goal. You're expanding your sense of what's possible. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever imagined. So are you ready to raise your standards and step out of your comfort zone? Remember, the path to extraordinary success is paved with challenges, but it's those very challenges that will shape you into the person you're meant to become. Your journey to greatness begins the moment you decide to demand more from yourself than anyone else would ever expect. Chapter 9. The Promise Principle: Building Self-Trust and Motivation. As you embark on this journey of growth and self-improvement, have you ever wondered about the hidden force that can either propel you forward or hold you back? It's not your skills, your knowledge, or even your determination. It's something far more fundamental: the promises you make to yourself. Imagine that you're planting a garden of success. Each seed you sow represents a promise you make to yourself. When you nurture these seeds with consistent care and attention, they grow into strong, flourishing plants. But what happens when you neglect these promises? Your garden of success begins to wither, and with it, your self-trust and motivation. The promises you make to yourself might seem small and insignificant at first. I'll wake up early tomorrow, or I'll start that project this weekend. But these seemingly minor commitments hold immense power. Each time you follow through on a promise, you're watering the seeds of self-trust. Each time you break a promise, you're allowing weeds of doubt and disappointment to take root. Think about it. How do you feel when someone consistently breaks their promises to you? You start to doubt their reliability, their integrity, and eventually, you might stop trusting them altogether. The same principle applies to your relationship with yourself. When you repeatedly break promises to yourself, you're essentially telling yourself that you're not trustworthy or reliable. But here's the good news. Just as you can damage your self-trust through broken promises, you can also rebuild and strengthen it through consistent follow-through. It's like tending to a neglected garden. With care, attention, and time, you can bring it back to life and make it thrive. So how do you start building this self-trust? It begins with making realistic promises to yourself. Instead of declaring that you'll run a marathon next month when you haven't even started jogging, start with a more achievable goal. promise yourself you'll take a 10-minute walk every day this week. When you fulfill this promise, you're laying the foundation for greater self-trust. Remember, it's not just about making promises, it's about keeping them, especially when it's inconvenient or challenging. This is where the real growth happens. When you push through discomfort to honor your commitments to yourself, you're sending a powerful message to your subconscious. I am someone who follows through. I am reliable. I can trust myself. As you build this self-trust, you'll notice something remarkable happening. Your motivation begins to soar. Why? Because you start to believe in your own ability to achieve your goals. You know that when you set your mind to something, you'll follow through. This belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, propelling you towards success. But what about those times when you do break a promise to yourself? It's bound to happen occasionally. After all, you're human. The key is not to let these moments derail your progress. Instead, treat them as learning opportunities. Reflect on why you broke the promise. Was it unrealistic? Did unexpected obstacles arise? Use this insight to make better promises in the future. To maintain your personal integrity and keep building self-trust, try implementing a simple but powerful strategy. Write down your promises. There's something about seeing your commitments in black and white that makes them feel more concrete and important. Review these written promises regularly and celebrate when you fulfill them. Another effective technique is to share your promises with a trusted friend or family member. Having someone to hold you accountable can provide that extra push you need to follow through, especially when your motivation is wavering. As you continue on your journey of growth and success, remember that the promises you make to yourself are the building blocks of your future. Each kept promise is a step towards becoming the person you aspire to be. So, what promise will you make to yourself today? And more importantly, how will you ensure you keep it? Chapter 10. Imperfect Action. The Key to Progress. As you embrace the power of self-trust and motivation, you might find yourself hesitating, on the edge of action. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to get caught up in planning, preparing, and perfecting, rather than actually doing? This tendency can be a subtle but powerful obstacle on your path to success. Imagine you're a painter, standing before a blank canvas. You have a vision of the masterpiece you want to create, but you're paralyzed by the fear that your first brushstroke won't be perfect. The canvas remains untouched, your vision unrealized. This is the paralysis of perfectionism, and it's a common trap that keeps many people from making progress towards their goals. But here's a secret that successful people understand. Perfection is an illusion. The real key to progress is taking imperfect action. It's about putting that first brushstroke on the canvas, even if it's not exactly right. Because once you start, you can adjust, improve, and refine. Think about it. How many opportunities have you missed because you were waiting for the perfect moment? How many ideas have remained just that? Ideas. Because you were afraid they weren't polished enough to share with the world. The truth is, there's never going to be a perfect time or perfect conditions. Success requires acting even when circumstances are less than ideal. Taking imperfect action doesn't mean being careless or sloppy. It means understanding that progress is more important than perfection. It's about valuing movement over stagnation. Remember, a step in the right direction, even if it's small or imperfect, is infinitely better than no step at all. Consider the example of a successful entrepreneur who launched their business before they felt fully ready. They didn't have all the answers or a flawless business plan. But by taking that first imperfect step, they were able to learn, adapt, and grow their business over time. If they had waited for everything to be perfect, they might still be dreaming about starting a company instead of running one. Or think about a best-selling author who shared their first draft with a friend, even though they knew it wasn't their best work. That imperfect action led to valuable feedback, which helped them improve their writing and eventually publish a successful book. If they had waited until they thought their manuscript was perfect, it might never have seen the light of day. The beauty of imperfect action is that it creates momentum. Once you start moving, it becomes easier to keep going. Each action, no matter how small or imperfect, builds your confidence and teaches you something new. It's like working out a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So how can you embrace imperfect action in your own life? Start by setting smaller, more achievable goals. Instead of trying to write a novel in a month, commit to writing for 15 minutes each day. Rather than aiming to completely overhaul your diet overnight, focus on adding one healthy meal to your routine each week. Remember, success isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about consistently taking action, learning from your experiences, and adjusting your course as needed. It's about progress, not perfection. So the next time you find yourself hesitating to take action because conditions aren't perfect, ask yourself, what small imperfect step can I take right now? By embracing imperfect action, you're not just making progress towards your goals. You're also building resilience, adaptability, and the confidence to face challenges head-on. You're proving to yourself that you have the power to create change, even when circumstances aren't ideal. So, are you ready to let go of the need for perfection and embrace the power of imperfect action? Remember, every great journey begins with a single step. It doesn't have to be a perfect step. It just has to be a step forward. Chapter 11. True Wealth versus Appearances. Focusing on what matters. Now that you've embraced the power of imperfect action, let's explore a crucial aspect of success that often gets overlooked. Have you ever wondered about the true nature of wealth? It's easy to get caught up in the glitz and glamour of expensive cars, designer clothes, and luxurious homes. But is that really what wealth is all about? Imagine you're walking through a lush forest. On the surface, you see towering trees with beautiful foliage. But beneath the ground, hidden from view, lies an intricate network of roots that truly sustains the forest. In the same way, true wealth often lies beneath the surface, invisible to the casual observer. Many people fall into the trap of prioritizing the appearance of wealth over actual financial security. They stretch their budgets thin to buy status symbols, believing that looking rich is the same as being rich. But remember, a shiny apple can be rotten at its core. True wealth isn't about impressing others. It's about creating a solid financial foundation that can weather any storm. So, how do you build true wealth? It starts with a shift in mindset. Instead of focusing on short-term gratification, think about long-term financial stability. This means spending less than you earn and saving the difference. It might not be as exciting as buying the latest gadget, but it's the seed from which true wealth grows. Financial prudence is like tending to a garden. You need to nurture your resources, protect them from harm, and have the patience to watch them grow over time. This might mean making some sacrifices in the short term, but remember that every dollar you save is a step towards true financial freedom. One effective strategy for building wealth is to focus on making money and then spending less than you make. This principle holds true regardless of your income level. Think of your income as water flowing into a bucket. If there are holes in the bucket, unnecessary expenses, it doesn't matter how much water you pour in. The bucket will never fill up. It's also important to avoid lifestyle inflation. As your income grows, it's tempting to upgrade your lifestyle to match. But remember, true wealth isn't about keeping up with the Joneses. It's about having the freedom to live life on your own terms. Another key aspect of true wealth is investing in yourself. While material possessions may depreciate over time, the knowledge and skills you acquire are assets that can grow and compound. Consider allocating resources to learning new skills, gaining experiences, and expanding your knowledge base. These investments in yourself can pay dividends far beyond any physical asset. Remember, building true wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires discipline, patience, and a clear vision of what really matters to you. It's about valuing your own financial security and peace of mind over the opinions of others. As you continue on your journey towards success, keep in mind that true wealth isn't just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about having the freedom to pursue your passions, the security to weather unexpected challenges, and the ability to make a positive impact on the world around you. So, the next time you're tempted to buy something just to impress others, pause and ask yourself, is this bringing me closer to true wealth or just the appearance of it? By focusing on what truly matters, you'll be on your way to building a wealth that goes far beyond mere appearances. Chapter 12. The Art of Prioritization. Maximizing Impact. Now that you understand the power of imperfect action, let's explore another crucial element of success, the art of prioritization. Have you ever felt like you're constantly busy, yet not making real progress towards your goals? It's a common frustration, but the solution lies in learning to maximize your impact through smart prioritization. Imagine you're tending a garden with limited resources. You can't water and nurture every plant equally, so you need to decide which ones deserve the most attention. Similarly, in life and work, you have limited time and energy. The key is to focus on the tasks that will yield the most significant results. But how do you distinguish between being busy and being truly productive? It's about quality, not quantity. Being busy often means filling your day with tasks, regardless of their importance. Productivity, on the other hand, is about accomplishing what truly matters. It's the difference between frantically watering every inch of your garden and carefully tending to the plants that will bear the most fruit. To master the art of prioritization, you need to identify your high-impact tasks. These are the activities that move you closer to your goals and create the most value. Start by listing all your tasks. Then ask yourself, which of these, if completed, would make the biggest difference in my life or work? These are your priorities. Remember, not all tasks are created equal. Some might seem urgent, but have little long-term impact. Others might not seem pressing, but could significantly advance your goals if given attention. Learning to differentiate between these is crucial for maximizing your impact. One effective technique for prioritization is the Eisenhower matrix. Imagine dividing your tasks into 4 quadrants based on their urgency and importance. Focus on the tasks that are important but not urgent. These often have the highest long-term impact, but are easy to overlook in favor of more pressing matters. Another powerful strategy is to identify your most important task, MIT, for each day. This is the one thing that, if accomplished, would make you feel satisfied with your day's work. By tackling your MIT first, you ensure that you're making progress on what truly matters, even if unexpected tasks crop up later. But identifying priorities is only half the battle. The real challenge lies in consistently following through on them. It's easy to get distracted by less important tasks or to procrastinate on the big, impactful ones. That's where discipline and commitment come in. Treat your high-priority tasks like important appointments. Schedule them into your day and honor these commitments to yourself as you would to others. Remember, consistency is key. Small, regular efforts towards your priorities will yield far greater results than sporadic bursts of activity. As you practice prioritization, You'll likely encounter resistance, both from others and from within yourself. It's natural to feel pulled towards immediate, less important tasks. But remember, true productivity isn't about being constantly busy. It's about making consistent progress on what truly matters. By mastering the art of prioritization, you're not just managing your time better. You're shaping your future. Each high-impact task you complete is a step towards your goals, a building block of your success. So, as you plan your days and weeks ahead, ask yourself, am I just being busy, or am I truly being productive? Your answer to this question could be the difference between spinning your wheels and making real, meaningful progress in your life. Chapter 13. Charting your unique path to success. As you learn to prioritize and maximize your impact, you might start to notice something curious. Have you ever felt like you're following a well-worn path, only to find yourself in the same place as everyone else? It's time to explore a powerful truth. True success often lies off the beaten track. Imagine you're hiking through a dense forest. The main trail is crowded with other hikers, all moving at the same pace, seeing the same sights. But what if you ventured off that path? You might discover a hidden waterfall, a breathtaking vista, or a shortcut to the summit that no one else knows about. This is the essence of innovation in your journey to success. Following the crowd can feel safe and comfortable. After all, if everyone else is doing it, it must be the right way, right? But remember, if you do what everyone else is doing, you'll likely end up where everyone else is. And in a world that rewards uniqueness and innovation, that's not where you want to be. So how do you chart your own path to success? It starts with embracing your unique perspective. You are the only person with your exact combination of experiences, skills, and insights. This uniqueness is your superpower. Instead of trying to fit into someone else's mold of success, focus on leveraging what makes you different. Innovation isn't just about coming up with brand new ideas. It's about looking at existing problems or opportunities from a fresh angle. Think about how you can apply your unique skills and knowledge in ways that others haven't thought of. This might mean combining ideas from different fields, questioning long-held assumptions, or finding creative solutions to old problems. To cultivate this innovative mindset, you need to nurture your creativity. Imagine your mind as a garden. Creativity is like a delicate plant that needs the right conditions to thrive. Give it plenty of sunlight by exposing yourself to new ideas and experiences. Water it regularly by setting aside time for reflection and brainstorming. And don't forget to pull out the weeds of self-doubt and fear that can choke your creative growth. One powerful technique for fostering creativity is to practice what-if thinking. Ask yourself, what if I approached this problem from a completely different angle? Or, what if the opposite of what I believe is true? These questions can help you break free from conventional thinking and explore new possibilities. Another strategy is to seek out diverse perspectives. Surround yourself with people who think differently from you. Engage in conversations with individuals from various backgrounds and industries. These interactions can spark new ideas and help you see things from angles you hadn't considered before. Remember, innovation often comes from connecting dots that others haven't connected yet. Be curious about everything around you. Read widely, explore new hobbies, and stay open to learning from unexpected sources. You never know where your next breakthrough idea might come from. As you embark on this path of innovation, you'll likely face resistance. People might question your unconventional approach or try to pull you back to the safe route. But remember, the greatest achievements in history came from those who dared to think differently. Embrace the discomfort that comes with charting your own course. It's in this space of uncertainty and challenge that true growth and innovation happen. Trust in your unique vision and have the courage to pursue it, even when others don't understand. By focusing on innovation and charting your unique path, you're not just working towards success. You're redefining what success means on your own terms. You're creating value in ways that others haven't thought of, and in doing so, you're making yourself irreplaceable. Chapter 14. The Success Mindset Toolkit. Practical Techniques. As you've learned to chart your own unique path to success, you might be wondering, what tools can I use to stay on track and reach my destination? Just as a skilled craftsman needs the right tools to create a masterpiece, you need specific techniques to cultivate and maintain a success-oriented mindset. Think of these tools as the compass and map that will guide you on your journey to success. Imagine your mind as a garden. The thoughts you plant and nurture will determine the harvest you reap. One powerful technique for tending this mental garden is visualization. Close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your goals in vivid detail. What does success look like, feel like, smell like? By regularly engaging in this practice, you're essentially creating a blueprint for success in your mind. But visualization alone isn't enough. You also need to tend to the words you use, both in your internal dialogue and when speaking to others. Your words have power, shaping your reality like water shapes a landscape over time. That's where affirmations and positive self-talk come in. These are like fertilizer for your mental garden, nourishing the seeds of success you've planted. Try this. Stand in front of a mirror each morning and speak your goals aloud as if you've already achieved them. I am successful. I am confident. I am worthy of abundance. It might feel awkward at first, but remember, you're rewiring your brain for success. With consistent practice, these affirmations will begin to feel natural, and you'll start to see their impact in your daily life. Now, let's talk about maintaining this success-oriented mindset. It's not enough to plant the seeds. You need to tend to your mental garden regularly. One practical exercise is to keep a success journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for and 3 small successes you've achieved. This practice trains your mind to focus on the positive and reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. Another powerful technique is to create a vision board. Collect images, quotes, and symbols that represent your goals and dreams. Arrange them on a board and place it somewhere you'll see it every day. This visual reminder of your aspirations will help keep you focused and motivated, especially during challenging times. Remember, cultivating a success mindset isn't a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Just as you wouldn't expect a garden to flourish without regular care, your mind needs consistent attention to stay aligned with your goals. Set aside time each day for these mindset exercises. Even 15 minutes can make a significant difference. As you implement these techniques, you might encounter resistance or doubt. That's normal. Your old thought patterns might try to reassert themselves. When this happens, treat it as an opportunity to practice your new mindset skills. Acknowledge the doubt, then consciously choose to refocus on your goals and affirmations. By consistently using these tools, visualization, affirmations, gratitude practices, and visual reminders, you're not just thinking about success. You're actively rewiring your brain to achieve it. You're creating new neural pathways that support your goals and dreams. And as these pathways strengthen over time, you'll find that success-oriented thinking becomes your default mode. Remember, the tools in this Success Mindset Toolkit are versatile. Experiment with them, adapt them to your unique situation, and discover which ones resonate most strongly with you. The key is consistency and belief. Trust in the process, and you'll soon find these techniques becoming an integral part of your journey to success. Chapter 15. Balancing act. Success in work and life. As you cultivate your success mindset, have you ever wondered if there's a cost to your relentless pursuit of your goals? Imagine you're tending a garden, but instead of nurturing a variety of plants, you focus all your energy on just one. While that plant might thrive, the rest of your garden could wither away. Similarly, when we pour all our efforts into work or career success, other important areas of our lives might suffer. This is where the art of balance comes into play. Think of your life as a complex ecosystem where each element, work, relationships, health, and personal growth, needs attention to flourish. But how do you maintain this delicate balance while still striving for success? It starts with recognizing that true success isn't just about professional achievements. It's about creating a life that's fulfilling in all aspects. Remember, you're not just a worker bee. You're a whole person with various needs and desires. One key strategy for maintaining this balance is setting clear boundaries. Imagine your time and energy as a precious resource, like water in a desert. You need to allocate it wisely. This might mean learning to say no to non-essential commitments, or setting specific work hours and sticking to them. It's about protecting your personal time as fiercely as you guard your professional responsibilities. But balance isn't just about time management. It's also about mental and emotional well-being. Think of self-care as the fertilizer for your personal garden. Without it, even the most ambitious goals can wither on the vine. This doesn't mean indulging in extravagant spa days, though those can be nice. It's about small, consistent actions that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Try this. Set aside a few minutes each day for activities that replenish you. It could be meditation, reading a book, or taking a walk in nature. These moments of self-care aren't selfish. They're essential for sustainable success. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: burnout. It's like a silent weed that can choke the life out of your ambitions if left unchecked. The key to avoiding burnout is to listen to your body and mind. Are you feeling constantly exhausted? Is your motivation waning? These could be warning signs that you're pushing too hard. Remember, success is a marathon, not a sprint. Pace yourself. Take breaks when you need them. It's okay to step back and recharge. In fact, it's necessary for long-term success. One effective technique for maintaining balance is to create rituals that separate work from personal time. It could be as simple as changing your clothes when you finish work, or taking a short walk to commute home if you work remotely. These small actions signal to your brain that it's time to switch gears. It's also important to nurture your relationships. The people in your life are like the diverse plants in your garden, each adding something unique and valuable. Don't let them wither away while you focus solely on your career. Make time for meaningful connections. They'll not only enrich your life, but can also provide support and perspective on your journey to success. Lastly, remember that balance doesn't mean perfect equilibrium at all times. There will be periods when work demands more of your attention, and times when personal matters take precedence. The key is to be aware of these fluctuations and adjust accordingly. It's about creating a sustainable rhythm that allows you to pursue your goals without sacrificing your well-being or relationships. By mastering this balancing act, you're not just working towards success, you're creating a rich, fulfilling life. You're nurturing all aspects of your personal ecosystem, ensuring that when you do reach your goals, you have a whole, healthy life to enjoy them in. Chapter 16. The Lifelong Learner. Cultivating Success Through Knowledge. As you cultivate balance in your life, have you ever wondered what separates those who achieve lasting success from those who plateau? Imagine your mind as a fertile field, ready to be sown with the seeds of knowledge. Just as a farmer tends to their crops year after year, nurturing growth through changing seasons, Successful individuals understand that learning is a lifelong journey. Think about it. In a world that's constantly evolving, standing still is like trying to hit a moving target while your feet are stuck in cement. You need to keep growing, adapting, and expanding your knowledge to stay relevant and thrive. But how exactly do you cultivate this mindset of continuous learning? It starts with curiosity. Remember when you were a child, always asking why and exploring the world around you with wide-eyed wonder. That same curiosity is your ticket to ongoing growth and success. Ask questions, seek out new experiences, and approach each day as an opportunity to learn something new. But it's not just about accumulating random bits of information. To truly cultivate success through knowledge, you need to stay current in your field. Imagine you're tending to a garden of expertise. Just as you wouldn't let weeds overtake your flowers, you can't allow your skills and knowledge to become outdated. So how do you keep your garden of knowledge flourishing? Start by setting aside time each day for learning. It doesn't have to be hours. Even 15 minutes of focused study can make a difference. Read industry publications, take online courses, or attend workshops and conferences. The key is consistency. Just as a plant needs regular watering to grow, your mind needs consistent nourishment to expand. Remember, though, that not all sources of knowledge are created equal. In this age of information overload, it's crucial to be discerning about what you feed your mind. Seek out reputable sources and thought leaders in your field. Think of them as the high-quality fertilizer for your mental garden. Now, let's talk about a powerful tool in your learning arsenal: mentors. Imagine having access to a master gardener who can guide you through the intricacies of tending to your mental landscape. That's what a good mentor does. They provide invaluable insights, share their experiences, and help illuminate the path ahead. But finding a mentor isn't about passively waiting for someone to take you under their wing. It's about actively seeking out those who inspire you and have achieved what you aspire to. Reach out, ask questions, and be willing to learn. Remember, most successful people are happy to share their knowledge. After all, they were once in your shoes. As you embark on this journey of lifelong learning, you might encounter obstacles. There will be days when you feel overwhelmed by how much there is to learn, or discouraged by setbacks. But remember, every expert was once a beginner. The key is to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Think of your learning journey as climbing a mountain. Each new piece of knowledge, each skill mastered, is another step towards the summit. The view might not change dramatically with each step, but over time, you'll find yourself reaching heights you never thought possible. By embracing the mindset of a lifelong learner, you're not just working towards success. You're ensuring that your success is sustainable and meaningful. You're building a foundation of knowledge and skills that will serve you well, no matter what challenges or opportunities come your way. Chapter 17. Your success journey begins now. As you embark on your journey of lifelong learning, remember that success isn't a distant destination. It's a path you're already walking. Your success journey begins right here, right now. Imagine you're standing at the foot of a mountain. The summit might seem far away, but every step you take brings you closer to your goals. You've learned powerful tools to shape your mindset, prioritize what matters, and balance your life. Now it's time to put them into action. Remember, knowledge without action is like a seed that never gets planted. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. That moment is now. Trust in your ability to learn, grow, and overcome challenges. The universe responds to action. So take that first step today. Your future self will thank you for starting this journey now.